Well, we're out here today with the car. We're going to pull off the slider shaft and maybe see what we can find that's wrong with it. I don't know, but let's get into this. Okay, folks. Got the slider shaft removed. You can see it's laying right there. Come under here and I'll show you what's wrong. Can you see that? Look. The shaft's not moving because the weld's broke. There is nothing wrong with this transmission. Whatever this material of this yoke, it's not weldable. So we're gonna pull this yoke out. And oh yeah, plus while I'm here, we're gonna talk about how I drilled out the back of this shaft. I took, when we made this, we drilled this center hole to the size of the drill that we were going to use to drill out the back end of this transmission. We had to use special carbide drills to drill this out because the shaft in here is case hardened. So with this shaft, and plus it was spot drilled at the end, at the factory. So basically, with this being right here, we were able to float this in and out to the drill, to center line that drill, to get it to go in there and to drill out the back end of the yoke. And plus then all of the shavings would fall into the yoke and we would blow the air out of it, or blow the chips out, add more oil, drill in and drill in and drill in. So that's how I was able to drill it, and then just tap it. So hopefully that might explain how I did that. So pull this out. They'll let me. Yep. Just kind of concerned. And oh yeah, I forgot. There's a spacer to keep the wow. Something happened there. But I'll have to look at that closer. But this spacer, yeah, it was probably the spacer riding up against there. This spacer's in there to keep the weld away from this seal. So it got really tapered, and that's made out of stainless too. So let's take this out and put this on the trailer and check it out. Okay, so here it is. Can you see that? There's a groove that's made in there, and that was the penetration from that MIG welder that I had at work. It was a 220 Lincoln. She did not penetrate very well. So if I force it, I can make this thing go around. So transmission's good. We're in good shape still. I just got to figure out how I'm going to weld this. I don't know what material this is. Obviously, it's really hard. So I'm thinking stick welding it. Maybe might get it to be glued on there. Obviously the JB Weld that I used here did not work, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this figured out. Maybe. I don't believe that this yoke, well, the spline is stock to the 80s. I actually think it's something a little bit newer. I bought this off of eBay a few years back, and I kind of looked at it and went, wow, that kind of looks cheap, but actually it's harder than hell, it looks like. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get on the phone with some people and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. Leave a comment below if you got any ideas what this could be, how I'm gonna be able to get it to stick to that, because I can't have this happening on the track. I'm glad my transmission's still good. It's a big weight off of my shoulders, and now we can get on to building this car. So like always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook. Link will be in the description below. And like always, the video is what it is, and the shaft is shit. So later on.